this video, we will learn Python control flow statements, conditional statements, while loop and for loop. Python programs run in top-down order, but in certain cases we want to execute a block of code only if certain conditions are met, or we want to execute a block of code again and again until certain condition is still true. In some case, we want to execute some statement for each element in the array or for a fixed number of times. In all these circumstances, we use control flow statements. We use conditional statements and loops to do such kind of tasks. Conditional statements are used to change control flow. The conditional statement checks to see if a statement is true or false. We can also use Boolean operations and, or, and not. These operations can change the behavior of the conditional in simple and complex ways, depending on your need. First, we will discuss if else statement. In computer programming, we use the if statement to run a block code only when a certain condition is met. The if statement is used to check a condition. If it is true, we run a block of statements, else we process another block of statements. Here, the else clause is optional. In Python, Elif and else statements are optional, so we can write three forms of if statements in Python. Let us illustrate all three forms of if statements by an example. In this example, we take a two-digit guess from the user and check if it is the number that we had set. We set the variable number to any integer we want, say 32. Then we take the user's guess by input function. If the user guesses correctly, then program ends with success, otherwise not. We can include else statement here to print a message in case of failure as well. Let's make this program more interesting by including an elif statement. To give a hint to the user if he entered the larger or smaller number than he is supposed to guess. We can do this by including an elif statement. We can make this program even more interesting by allowing user to guess a number and giving him a hint if the entered number is higher or lower until he guesses it correctly. We can do it by including a while statement. The while statement allows you to repeatedly execute a block of statements as long as a condition is true. A while statement is an example of what is called a looping statement. A while statement can have an optional else clause. The foreign statement is another looping statement which iterates over a sequence of objects. Means it goes through each item in a sequence. Now we will try to make our guessing program more interesting with for loop. Let's suppose we want to give only a fixed number of chances, assuming that a user can reach two-digit number in at most in 7 chances if he follow along the hint in binary search order. Now let's suppose users enters a number larger than 99. In that case, we would like to early terminate the program. In this case, we can use break statement. The break statement is used to break out of a loop statement. It means it will stop the execution of a looping statement even if the loop condition has not become false or the sequence of items has not been completely iterated over. Notice here, if you break out of it for a while loop, any corresponding loop else block is not executed. But terminating the program without completion is not a good idea. Now let's if we want to continue the program even if the entered number is invalid. We can use continue statement. The continue statement is used to tell Python to skip the rest of the statements in the current loop block and to continue to the next iteration of the loop. This brings us to the end of this discussion. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.